Okay, I got somewhere. This is the FM stereo, and getting a couple channels.
Wellness and the perfect escape into relaxation. Georgia Spa Company is
Volume.
retailer for saltwater spas.
This is the selector for the AM, FM, phono auxiliary. I have no idea what this is. I would think it would be balanced, but I don't know. I don't have the plate for it. It's still on the radio cabinet. It don't seem to do anything. But anyway, this is the tone. So that should be left and right channel, but it don't seem to work yet. Okay, AM. If I go to, oh, that's auxiliary. Okay, this is AM here. I have to move my little alligator clip to one of the AM terminals back here. That's for the antenna. And we got AM. Now, I don't have a very good antenna in this building, but I do have one station close to us, right there. So the AM's working. So AM, FM, FMA, AFC, and FM stereo are all working. Of course, the phono auxiliary works. What was wrong with it? Well, obviously the main power capacitors had to be changed, but this transistor here has a broken pin. You can see it here, it just moves all over the place. It's busted inside the transistor. Now it's pulling the voltage down. So I put a new transistor in there, PMP germanium, that I had to order a bunch to get one that worked, but I got one that worked. And so now all these other capacitors are bad, and that's probably why the balance isn't working. I don't know, but I don't know, they may not even be balanced. I don't know what it is. But the capacitors have got to be changed on this board, this other side of this board here, and then there's a double board on the other side of that. They all got to be changed. They're all bad. I had to change some of the resistors. You can see these new resistors. Let me shut this off. Okay, I don't know what kind of point. I had to change these resistors here. This one I didn't have the right value. It's an old value they don't make anymore, so I put two in parallel. They're rated 2 watts, so here we got 4 watts capability. That's great. This one was the wrong resistor. Somebody had replaced one, and this was on that bad transistor. But they replaced one with the wrong value. And so anyway, these are the capacitors I put in here, here, and here, and here, and then the main power ones that replace this old electrolytic can. It's this one and this one. And it was a job changing some of these. The resistors going to them were messed up, and but we got it working. So that's some good news for the owner, and now it's just a matter of recapping it. So I'll finish recapping it, and then we'll do a final video. Thanks for watching. Okay, I've got this unit recapped, and it's working a whole lot better than it was. What I'm gathering, this is the power button, and it's on the tune, treble. I believe this is treble. So it's either tone or treble. Tube radios used to have the on-off switch on the tone control, so that makes sense that this would be the power button. Okay, so that turns it on, and then it's also treble. This, if I'm correct, treble, bass, selector, volume, and tuning. So if I turn the volume up, I'm on an FM station Now I can't leave it on these stations because of YouTube would give me a copyright strike, but just so you know. And I got it hooked up to some rinky-dink speakers down under my bench. Alright, so you see the stereo light is lit. Okay, let me get off of that. Alright, so if I turn the volume up, you can see it's got a distance station there. Okay, so we come down the dial. There's a distance station. Okay. You can see the sensitivity and selectivity is good. There's two stations right next to each other. A distant one and a closer one.
Here's another great random song for our first of all,
now, there's static, but I got a lot of LED lights right around it. Shut this one off. Shut that one off. That might help a little. It's just right over it. But great receiver. I mean, that's far away compared to this. This one's far away too. And it's pulling them in with just a piece of wire for an antenna. Can't stay there. So it's doing good considering I'm in a building with a metal roof. And
struggles with his alcohol and all the rest. Listen,
okay, so now there.
I'm not either lifting up or dissing Mel Gibson. I know a lot of people
that
got
does
all
something.
ripped out of the frame. Some people got ripped out of the frame over his movie. Some people were.
So you can hear the
ecstatic
difference.
over it. But
I think it might be bass
It did serve
or
to
mid-range
remind us
or
of the
something.
horror
I don't know.
Of the crucifixion event.
Okay, so yeah, the whole dial is working. Now if I go, that's FM stereo, FM AFC, automatic frequency control. So this will get more stations to lock in on them. Okay, and then FM, just straight FM, and then AM. Now AM, I got to move my antenna up to the AM jack. Turn the volume down.
Every one fund or index that's performing well, you have several that aren't. A large majority of these funds have some type of fixed income product weighing down the portfolio.
Yeah, AM's working fine.
But these companies print billions of dollars of cash.
Again, with this in the house, in the cabinet, and you know, near good stations like that, you don't get all that static. Okay, that's. You can see it sounds good. This is getting a lot of stations. For me, that's really good. Okay, my local station is all the way down the other end of the dial. Now, I still have to check the IF and RF tune and get them adjusted. I haven't done that yet. I just finished recapping it. And this is the first test after recapping.
The longer they go without telling you.
That's my local station.
Okay, well, for this one, for
The talk station.
Friday night, February 16th, we don't officially know. Okay, you have special powers.
Oh, one of my speakers is disconnected here. It just fell off. Let me connect that. Okay, now you can hear both speakers. There's one over there.
Let's go to James listening to us on KWAM. What's to weigh in on Candace Owens? James, I'm not familiar with the Chicago statement. What does Candace Owens say?
That sounds good. Sounds really good. For AM, that's incredible. All right, let's go back to FM. Oh, I gotta move my antenna wire back. And that's a little tricky. Because I don't want to short it out on the terminal block. Okay, I think it's there.
Victory 91.5, Dr. Mark Rutler.
Okay, and that's phono, by the way, which it shuts off because the phonograph would turn it on when you turn the phono on.
Chapel for providing today's message. You have 2 songs for you today.
Let's get some music.
Styles plus 0 down.
It sounds
0
great.
extras.
Yeah, that's definitely doing something to the sound, but I don't know exactly what that is. It's, you know, it's written on the cabinet, and I don't have the cabinet, so I don't know what that is to actually check it out. But I'll clean all these controls. I'll put some contact cleaner in them and make sure they're okay. But I mean, that's good sounding. So yeah, good sounding radio, good performer. And the tuning works as you tune off the station, see? It tunes to the center. So you know when it's dead center, it's the strongest signal you can get. See? And of course the stereo light gets brighter too. Yeah, let me shut this off temporarily. Okay, now you can see the stereo light better.
Stuffy nose is gone for now.
See?
And so is she.
So as you get on the station, it lights up brightness based on the signal strength.
And we get to keep the pickles.
And that sounds good. Okay, but I can't stay there. Okay. So you get the picture, the unit's working fine. I recapped it, changed some bad resistors, and there was few. Changed this germanium PNP transistor, output transistor. These are the power transistors that drive the speaker. There's actually these two preamp, these two are the output amp. This unit uses the same germanium power transistors for preamp and output. A lot of units later on would have a separate preamp model number transistor from the actual power amp. This one's performing a little better than these others because it's, you know, you can't get these anymore. And this is a newer, better condition one. Unfortunately, I couldn't get 4 to match, so I had to keep switching around and ordering and reordering because they come in dead. Germanium are really hard to get that work. This one is working fine. So, you know, the left channel may be a little hotter than the right channel, and, you know, that's just the nature of the beast, but at least it's working and it doesn't sound bad. And in the cabinet, you're not really going to know, you know what I mean? The speakers are close together anyway. So just like they are under my bench here. So it's not going to be so obvious. Now if you had a speaker on the left corner of the room and one on the right corner of the room, you might recognize some volume difference between the two. And normally you would fix that with balance. But I'm not finding a balance, unless this is a balance, but I don't think so, because if it was a balance that just wasn't working on one side, it would be real scratchy on the other side, or it wouldn't play on the other side. But, you know, one channel would play and one channel wouldn't if the balance control was bad, or it'd be scratchy, like I say, intermittent. But that's not the case. This is controlling smoothly, both channels are playing. This is definitely tone, because you can hear the bass in the high end. I think this has something to do with like extra bass or something like that. I don't know what it would be called, because it doesn't say on the schematic, it doesn't say on the diagrams, and the diagrams I got are real weak diagrams. I mean, you know, you can't hardly find schematic diagrams for solid state devices. But anyway, it's working great, and that's the good news. So I'm about to button this up, do some tuning, do a little more cleaning, and then this is ready to go back to its owner. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day.